Hello everyone, I've got a haul video to share with you today. I know that many of us are on the lookout for reasonably priced craft supplies, so let's take a look at some of these. I'm going to break it down into three sections. I've got some paper craft items here, I've got a stack of stamps to share with you, and also some dies as well. Now, the company I got these from is a company called In Love Art Shop, and they reached out to me about a month ago and asked if I'd be interested in reviewing some of their projects. So they gave me a voucher for $50 and I was able to choose the selection that I wanted, and I decided to just choose a mixture of all sorts. They tend to supply mainly stamps, dies, they've got a few things like embossing folders, lots of scrapbooking ephemera, stickers, some scrapbooking papers and that kind of thing. They also have a die cutting machine, a mini, so do go and check them out, and I'll leave all the links for their company in the description box below. They're also offering a discount code as well, so again I'll leave details. But these are some of the items that I chose. I don't tend to buy many dies because they are just so ridiculously expensive. I've seen lots of reviews from people that have bought dies from places like AliExpress and they've been near on useless, so I thought this would be interesting to see what the quality of their dies is like. So this is one of the ones that I chose. So we've got a leaf and some flowers. This one here was £4.05, which I think is very reasonable. I'll take these off and I'll test them just to see if they work as well, because I don't want to recommend or advertise a company if their goods are not any good. So we'll put them through the test a bit later. So there's that one here. I also chose these dies here, which are more wreath type dies, which I thought were really fun. These ones here were $4.99. These are dollars, by the way, $4.99. And then I chose this layering set here, and this one here was $5.05. Really like that one there. So let me just pop those to one side. I went mainly for stamps because, that's what I tend to use the most. I absolutely loved this one here, this mixture of leaves. Really like the design of these. So we'll, give this a test and see how well this stamps. This could even be cut into three. You could easily take a Stanley knife and cut it into three separate stamps so that you could share it with your friends. It's a repetitive stamp anyway. I've got this one here, which is a mixture of feathers and flowers. I really like that. You can see that I've already given this a bit of a try. This one here, which is more of a summer stamp with more tropical style leaves and flowers and that kind of thing. Really like how bold that was. Really like the toucan as well. I like that so much that they had this one here. I could not decide between the two, so I ended up getting them both. And to give you an idea of cost, these were $1.99. I forgot to tell you how much these were. $2.29 for that one there, $2.25 for the flower one, and those two are $1.99. I thought this owl stamp was delightful. I thought that was really cute. That one there was $1.91. Really liked this one here, which is more, autumnal and winter themed. You've got the reindeer, you've got owls, tree scene, silhouette scene. Really like that. That was $1.82. So again, it'll be interested to see how that works. I love these two. I think they're gorgeous, and I've got some ideas for these as well. Reindeers, again, these were $1.58. I think this was $1.59. I guess that's just the exchange rate, a cents different between these two, but I just think those are beautiful. And again, we'll see, with all the detail that we've got in this stamp here, how well that stamps. And then I really like this one here as well, which was just some flying birds, and I just thought that was absolutely great for using as a background stamp. That one there was $1.91. And then finally, I chose some paper ephemera. These 3 packs here are washi stickers. So let me show you these first. Well, I've just got a thing for translucent papers and stickers and things. I just think these are absolutely gorgeous. Just look at that. And I just think these would be wonderful for using in collage. Absolutely love those feathers and branches there. Just beautiful. And that one's really pretty as well. This one here was $2.70 for the 3 sheets. They're sticky, so they peel apart. I'm not going to try and do it now because you know what will happen. I'll never be able to peel it apart, but you would just have to cut them and just use them in your projects, cut into pieces rather than in one large sheet. So really, really like that. Then this one here, this was $5.90, which is quite expensive, but you do get 60 pieces. Again, these are washi stickers. Let me just try and get these apart. And I just really, really liked the design of these. I mean, how gorgeous is that? And again, I bought these because, or chose these because I just thought they'd be absolutely perfect for using in collage. I just thought these are lovely. You do get repeats. I'm not sure how many of each design you get. I think it's three or 4 of each design, but there's some gorgeous butterflies. Let me just see if I can pick one of these up. They're really nice quality. Love this one here. I just think that really appeals to me. Really, really like that. You've got some clock faces like those. It's 3 of each design. So really like those. So that pack there, as I say, was $5.90. Then I chose this one here, and again you get 60 stickers, 3 of each design, so 20 different styles. This was $5.90 as well. Just look how gorgeous that is, and you know, it gives you the selection that you get on the back of the card as well. But you know, these are just absolutely beautiful. So I'm going to be doing some projects over the coming weeks with some of these. I just think they're lovely. Love the fact, as I say, that they're translucent. So you know, my guess is when we peel the backing off, that this will just fade into a collage background and be really usable. And for you scrapbookers and journal makers out there, I think this is right up your alley. So let's just have a dig through, see what other designs we've got. Look at that one there. I mean, that is just gorgeous. I love that. You know, these are a nice you know, autumnal design. Really like these with the colours that we've got going on here. So next I chose some paper crafting items, so let's just have a look at these. This is a set of paper doilies. You get 10 in this set here, beautifully presented. These are expensive though, $6.49. The reason I chose them was because I wanted to give you a good selection of the products that this company offers. So they come presented in this lovely vellum envelope. Let me just grab a ruler so that I can tell you what these measure. I think this is maybe 5 by 5. Yes, the envelope is well 4 3/4 by 4 3/4, and as I say, they come presented beautifully in this vellum envelope. Let me just leave that there so that I can show you what these look like. You get 10 different designs, and they're cut on this gorgeous gridded thin paper. It's just beautiful, but I think $6.49 is just too expensive for 10 of these. There's just no way that I would spend that amount of money, as beautiful as they are. I can see me layering these in collage. I think they're gorgeous, just too expensive for me. Next I chose these lace papers. Again, these were $6.49, which, you know, is expensive, but again, I just thought these would be lovely for layering in collage. I love this rectangular shape. That just really appealed to me. Again, you get 10 different designs. So let me just show you what these look like. Very, very pretty. And again, they're on that gridded, textured, very, very thin paper, which is just beautiful. all different, very intricate. So that's what you get there. Finding these difficult to pull apart because they're so intricate. There we go. But as I say, in my personal opinion, I think those are expensive. Let me know what you think, because some of you might have purchased similar things from other companies. And then finally, these gorgeous vellum papers here, background papers. And again, these are quite reasonable actually. These are $3.32, and I think you get 8 sheets. Yes, 8 pieces. And I thought these would be lovely cut into small pieces or used to make mini envelopes. I've just got a thing about vellum. I mean, just look. I mean, that's just gorgeous. And I think these are much better value for money. Pretty, pretty, pretty. Love this one here. I mean, you know, that's just gorgeous. Those beautiful flowers. They have several designs of this as well. In fact, there was another one that they were out of stock on that I would have chosen. But I just think these are really pretty, and maybe layered over tags with maybe some of the sticker embellishments. I don't know. I've got some ideas for these. So I am just going to go away now and try using one of the dies and maybe one of the stamps as well, just to see how they work and if they're any good. And I'll be right back. So what are my thoughts regarding the dies? Well, to be honest, these have cut just as well as any of my more expensive dies. They've cut really crisply and neatly. Let's see if I can pick them up. So really, really happy with those. Let me just show you the blanks just so that you can see. This was the paper I chose, and you can see that, you know, a nice crisp, clear cut. So let me try some of these stamps. So how well do these stamp? I've taken one of the owls and I've put it on my stamp block here, and I'm just going to take some archival ink, if I can get the lid off, and just apply some ink to my stamp like this. And then I've just got a regular piece of smooth white cardstock. Let's press it down and see whether we get a nice crisp image. Hold it down for a second or two just to let the ink grab, and yeah, that is really, really good. So next I want to try it on the stamping platform and see how we fare there. I'll bring in my stamp platform, and I'm just going to place my owl down. There we go. Get it to grab to the lid. I've got it on the clear side. Of course, you've got clear and rubber, so you need to make sure that if you're using a stamping platform that it's on the right side, as it was pointed out to me the other week when I was doing a video that I'd got it upside down. Very, very typical of me. So stamp up again with some archival ink, and let's see how we do. So press the owl down and see whether we get a crisp image. And yeah, that's pretty good. And of course, with the stamping platform, you know, if it's not quite as crisp as you want it to be, then you just go in and add some more ink. So let's do a second print. Press it down nice and firmly. And again, that is pretty good. So there we go. So that's with the stamping platform, and that is just with the acrylic block. Let's try another one. So this time I just want to try stamping with the deer, just because this stamp is a lot more detailed. So I just want to see how well this one performs. I might get a transfer of ink. I've already inked this up once already, because I just find that the first time you use your stamp, you don't get a particularly clear image. The same with any stamp. So I think to give it a fair test, I've already inked it off a couple of times. So here we go. Again, I'm using archival ink. And let's see how well this one does. So I'm pressing down really nice and firmly, and that is not bad. We've got this area here for some reason which hasn't transferred, and that might just have been the way that I was pressing it. So let's try again. I'm going to try and add a bit more ink to that particular area, and let's see. Slide it back over. Let's see what happens. So I'm going to press a little bit harder there. And again, let's see what we end up with. Well, that, you know, for a detailed stamp is not too bad at all. I'm quite impressed with that. Let's just try it on the stamping block. So I've pressed my stamp down. I'm going to ink it up like this. I'm just going to flip that piece of card over and stamp on the other side. So plenty of ink on there. Let's just flip that over. There we go, we've got plenty of ink on. Now, of course, we've only got one shot at this. So knowing what I know from the stamping platform, I'm just going to make sure that I press in that central area there. And let's see what kind of an image we get this time. I'm just going to hold it down for a couple of seconds just to help that ink to grab. And there we go. That's pretty good, actually. So let me just flip it over just so that you can see. Now I've put these stamps through their paces and I've tried to take one from each of the sets, and I have to be honest and say that I don't think these stamps perform as well in the stamping platform. I had a problem with the leaves one here. Let me just show you which one it was. It was this one here. It just wouldn't work at all in the stamping platform. This was the best image I could get. So you can see I've had a few attempts at doing this. I've tried different inks as well. This was just with a StazOn ink. I had to stamp this about 7 or 8 times, and that was as good as I could get it. And I think the problem is that the silicone on the stamps is quite thin, and so I'm just not getting the grab. It's just they're not thick enough for you to be able to stamp properly, because of course you've got ridges around the stamping platform, and of course the magnets are quite thick as well. So I just don't think that they're thick enough for you to get a good image. There is nothing wrong with this stamp because I tried to stamp it by hand, and you know, that was absolutely fine. I just used a piece of Perspex because I didn't have a stamping block that was big enough. But you can see that that's stamped out with no problem at all. Of course, I had a problem with this one here on the stamping platform as well, where, you know, I had to go over it a couple of times. So just be aware of that. If you're planning on only using these in a stamping platform, then the stamps might not be the right ones for you. So what are my overall thoughts? Well, I think the papercraft items that the company offers are absolutely lovely. I absolutely love these vellum stickers. I tried one. I just took one of the leaves and I've stuck that down to a book page, but you know, stuck down really nicely. So really liking those. Love these vellum papers. The dies are absolutely fine. You know, managed to put those through my die cutting machine, as you saw, with no problems at all, and cut out some really crisp images. As far as the stamps go, I think if you're only planning on using a stamping block and you know, stamping by hand, I think these would be absolutely fine. You know, they all printed out well by hand, but if you're using a stamping platform, I think I would stick to some of the smaller images that you can just stick in the center of your stamping platform, because the larger ones just don't seem to work as well. And as I say, I just think it's just due to the thickness of the silicone. So I hope that was useful. If there's anything here that is of particular interest to you, In Love Arts are offering a 15% discount coupon, which I'll leave for you in the description box below, and I'll leave all the links to all of these products if you know there's anything specifically that you want to go and have a look at. So if you enjoyed that, as always, I'd really appreciate a thumbs up if you did, and let me know what you think in the comments below. Take care everyone, and I'll see you all again soon. Bye for now.